Well, good morning and welcome once again to Some Good Seeds. Apologize for my voice. I have a little bit of a cold going on here, but nonetheless, still have a word to share with you this morning. Our reading today is from Ezekiel 22, 23, and 24 and Revelation chapter 9. I've entitled this devotional today, An Idolatrous People. And it has always been my goal in doing this each and every day to bring words of encouragement and help that will encourage each and every one of us in terms of being in the Word and hearing and seeing what the Lord is saying and doing in our lives. And that is no different today, although it is a more serious word that I want to share with you today. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse number 4 says this: "You have become guilty by the blood which you have shed, and have defiled yourself with the idols which you have made. You have caused your days to draw near, and have come to the end of your years. Therefore I have made you a reproach to the nations, and a mockery to all countries." I know clearly that this prophecy is a prophecy to the nation of Israel, and it is specific to them at the time of the Babylonian captivity. And as I've said on numerous occasions, there are, however, principles that we can extract from the verses in the Old Testament that are specific to Israel that we can apply and that are relevant to the times that we are living in. To date, the blood of the innocents cries out from the streets where they have been slain. Millions upon millions of babies have been slaughtered here in this nation, in the abortion mills of this country, and are just the same even worldwide. And just as surely as the Israelites sacrificed to their gods, the gods of the Canaanites, their children, we are no less guilty in this country of this horror. We may not bow down, as it were, to idols of wood and stone, but we are no less idolatrous. We have fashioned gods in our minds and given our worship to them by hallowing them above the God who made us and gave his Son as a sacrifice for our sin. We've committed adultery with those gods as surely as Israel did with the gods of the nations around them. We have given ourselves to worship and to bow down to them by thus dishonor, and by doing that, we have dishonored the very God who loves us. We've spurned his love and mocked him with our sin. So then, can we expect any less judgment as a nation than that of Israel? Can we possibly think that we can get away nationally with the harlotry that his beloved has committed? Certainly not. God sees, and he will act. He will not withhold his righteous judgment forever. There will be a day of reckoning, and it will be thorough, and it will be complete. No one will escape. Revelation chapter 9, with the sounding of the final three trumpets, judgment, speak and make it clear that even in the face of such obvious judgment of God, men will not cease their whoredoms. It's just amazing. So what are we to do in the face of such catastrophe as this? I think the primary thing for us is that we need to continue to be faithful. Knowing what is coming, dear ones, means that we should be all that more serious about our service to the Lord, to make our calling and election sure, as it were, to be diligent in our love for the Lord and in serving him and being the people that he's called us to be light in this world. Surely the darkness is getting deeper, and we need to shine bright for the Lord and allow his Spirit to move in and through our lives in the days that are ahead. They are going to be serious days, I believe, days that are filled with greater and greater persecution for the church, and we need to be ready to stand in the face of that. So I want to encourage you in that today. And again, my encouragement is that you be in the Word. It is that which will nourish and strengthen you and give you the ability to stand in the face of the opposition that is being raised against the church. So dear ones, please take time to be with the Lord. Take time in the Word and in prayer so that we can be equipped and ready to stand in the face of the day, of the difficulties that are just around the corner for us. Amen. May the Lord richly bless you today as you devote yourself to him and give yourself to him. And don't be afraid. Don't be concerned about those things. The Lord will give us the strength that we need to stand in that day. Amen. May the Lord richly bless you today.